yesterday would have been my mom's 65th birthday, and I always view this event as a birthday party for her, and it's really nice to kind of keep her spirit alive, keep my dad's spirit alive, and shed some light on the good work we've been doing, thanks to a lot of people in this room.
How can we really use philanthropy to challenge physicians, researchers, nurses, doctors to do things differently? The new Leadership Council, we have John Raggio, who chairs that council with us tonight. It's exciting. It's palpable when we get together to talk about what could we think about and how do we think again about the person behind what we're trying to treat or what we're trying to affect and change. They have sponsored over 800,000 of different initiatives for Lenox Hill Hospital, and it's really exceptional.
And how can we use the incredible advancements in profiling tumors from human patients to a maximum extent in order to come up with better treatments, better ways of using existing treatments, novel drug targets, to maximize survival of cancer patients, as well as come up with strategies in which we can diagnose tumors much earlier at a stage at which they might still be curable with surgery, radiation, and maybe other methods.
These patients face an immense journey filled with moments of uncertainty, fear, and at times isolation. And we are privileged to walk the journey with them, offering a lifeline of emotional support, understanding, and care through mental health counseling. However, our mission would not be possible without the unwavering support of JDJ. Thanks to JDJ, we are able to provide these critical services to cancer patients who otherwise might not have access to them.
SNUC is a rare and aggressive cancer that affects the nasal cavity, sinus, and sinuses. And by the time they discovered it, the cancer had already spread to my head and neck. The months that followed were some of the hardest of my life. I went through 2 months of induction chemotherapy, followed by 3 months of high-dose cisplatin chemotherapy, paired with proton radiation therapy. Near the end of this grueling treatment, I was hospitalized for kidney failure. Though I recovered, I was too weak to complete the last cycle of chemotherapy, but I did manage to finish my course of radiation. During that time, it was the incredible support from people like you that gave me the strength to keep fighting. Your donations were more than just financial help. They were a lifeline. Every contribution, no matter the size, made a huge impact.
The fight against cancer doesn't end when treatment does, and neither does the need for compassion, resources, and care. And even though it's been 1 year since this whole ordeal began, and we are so blessed that Zayden is in remission, your continued dedication to families facing these unimaginable challenges means the world. And I urge everyone to support this organization in any way they can.
I received my transplant April 1st and just finished radiation at the end of June, all still continuing nursing school. However, I went from a full-time student to a part-time, causing me to lose my scholarship from school. And in order to stay up with my nursing cohort, I had to take 3 summer classes at full cost just 2 weeks after being released from the hospital. So when I received the news about the JDJ Foundation Scholarship, it brought me a glimmer of hope during this time. The financial burden for someone going through pediatric cancer continues to not only affect the patient's life, but the family as well.
It was only 3 years ago when I got this brand new RGK wheelchair. You know, my dad was fighting the insurance company for a lightweight wheelchair because wheelchairs, they cover it, but it's like really heavy, really hard to use, strains your shoulders, everything. So we reached out, we found JDJ through a friend actually, and in a span of 2 emails, JDJ fixed a problem that we've been fighting for years.
And from the ages of 17 to 22, I had 3 brain surgeries to remove an invasive tumor, and for the past 4 years and counting, I've been on an oral chemo. Recently, my doctors told me that my tumor's back and growing, and that the chemo that I'm on isn't working as well as we had initially thought, which is confusing and just hard to process. But before anyone on, I just want to remind you guys, I have washboard abs. Okay? It could be worse, right?